For today's video, I'll speak about my round 9 review for Supercoach 2021. We scored 2,110. That is not good. And we are down in the ranks 70. So we went from 41st to 111th. The goal is still top 10 for us. I think we can get there. It's probably unlikely and we need a few things to go our way. But I think after this week, I'm going to be much happier with where the team's at. And we have a clear path to how we're going to finish the team by about round 15, I hope, if not 16. But we'll see. It will depend on how much money our current rookies make. So, yeah, I think we're in an okay spot. Jack Bowe's injury this week. We'll speak about Bowes. I think I deserved for this pick to fail just because of picking him in the first place. I think if Lucocious didn't go back, I think he would have been fine. But there was 2 risks with him that I'll speak about. But anyway, so we got 110k in the bank. And our trades last week were we brought in Poulter. Was it Poulter? Poulter. We brought in Caleb Poulter. And what else did we do? We brought in Aaron Hall. So we were tossing and turning between Hall and Hind. Wanted both, but Hall's break even was much lower. We went with Hall. So I think we made the right choice, even though we lost points for this week. But we'll see how Hall goes long term. I think he'll hold that role because he's fantastic. He could be all Australian if he plays that way for the rest of the year. But that's the problem. It's not sure he can do it, but fingers crossed. So the main issue here is we did not pick Collier Dawkins. And this is looking like a horrendous call. The main reason why we didn't is because watching him play, we spoke about it on the podcast where getting the ball, tackling pressure was good, which is kind of what Richmond need right now in that midfield, but he torched everything he touched. So I didn't see the game. I'm guessing by his score, he would have torched a bit of the ball. Only scored 88, so from what I heard, it could have been like a 110 plus game. So, and then the main reason, like he showed he was capable, but the problem was when Richmond get 3 or 4 mids back after the bye, does he hold? So I wanted to bring in a player that would play at least twice in the bye rounds, and I think Poulter will do that. So that was our logic behind that. But still, would I get RCD at 180k? No. Sure, look, the rookie's coming up, not too sure on, but for me personally, I don't want to do it. I've gone for expensive rookies enough, and it's just hasn't worked. But that's not to say it would be the same case for RCD, but if you got him, great. So yeah, 110k in the bank. We'll use that all this week. So in defense, we'll zoom in a little bit. So Jake Lloyd, 98. So dropped 100k. Him and Jack Steele, look, I can't complain. 106 average for Lloyd, 113 average. Steele's top 8, so that's fine. And I think Lloyd would probably be top 4. So we paid overs. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not because at least we didn't have to worry about trading him in. We got players in the top of their position. However, there were much cheaper options that were top of their position and that didn't, drop 100k. So it's probably not great, but I'm still okay with it. And then Jaden Short, not really stressed about Short anymore. He's a fantastic player. I didn't see the game, but I think I saw the first quarter. And yeah, seems to start pretty well, but that's fine. Takes kickouts. They want the ball in his hands, and that's fine. He'll have down games here and there, but for the most part, he's pretty consistent, very durable. Now, Jack Bowes. So I definitely deserve to get punished for this pick because when we brought him in, he had soft tissue history in 2019, which we were aware of. And while all the footage we went over, it looked good for Jack Bowes, and there was upside because it was his first preseason training down back and he was getting more kickouts. It was the durability from 2 years ago, and also if Lucocious went back. So Lucocious went back for large periods this game, and Lucocious also went back for large periods the last time he scored 70. So he scored 45. He was on track for a 60 anyway. So, yeah, Lucocious kind of kills him. So, and yeah, he's unproven as well. So being unproven, slight roll risk because he does play more accountable at times, and durability risk, that's far too risky, far too aggressive trade from me. So everyone was praising me for the Daniel DeBose trade and how the turntables, as Michael Scott would say. So that's okay. We move on. Am I going to trade him? Absolutely, I am. I'll explain why after. Even though you're supposed to hold, I actually was only going to do one trade this week anyway, but whatever. Stephen May, 95, that's fine. Stephen May's he's gonna be a frustrating one at times, but we got him for 400k. I think we had to do it. I'm not sure we had much other choice, but that's fine. High ceiling, but just ride the bumpy ones and see how we go. At least he gets kickouts, which sort of protects his score a lot. CJ got knocked out almost in the first quarter, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. But he passed the concussion test, so he was off for about 20 to 30 minutes. And came back on, so he was fine. So 61 from probably was under 60% game time or something. I think it was 60-something% game time. We take that, that's fine. I want to get out of this pick pretty shortly, but I think I'm going to have to hold him throughout the buys. The main reason being, he had a hamstring injury last year, and he is, what was I going to say? He puts himself in danger a lot, and it stresses me out. So, doesn't protect himself very well, but is pretty brave. So, I want to get out of this pick when I can. But for now, we can just field him, and it should be fine. So, ride the good and bads. Hopefully, a few more good scores in him, and hopefully, just holds at 400k. Jordan Butts 58. That's fine. Jordan Butts has been, we say in the Discord, Letuken, which is the savior. It's a League of Legends meme. But anyway, yeah. So Jordan Butts. Yeah, he's been my savior for the year. In terms of, starting him over Harry Sharp has been phenomenal because he's given us great on-field scores. This is his worst on-field score by a mile for me. Great job security, and we can hold him throughout the buys. So, yeah, and he's made, 160k? Probably maxed out now. So, fantastic rookie for us, worth paying up for. And I think he was only in 4% of teams. So, I owe a lot to Butts. He's been fantastic, so that's fine. And I think Murphy comes back and Highmore is back was good. Coming back is good. I believe Caulfield was really poor in the VFL, so that's fine. Hopefully Highmore holds. Brett Ratton had some good things to say on Highmore in the press conference, so that's good. And Murphy should come back. Now the midfield. Midfield was really, really good. Apart from Merritt, everyone, midfield pretty much piled on the points. All went 110 plus. Oliver, huge. Brayshaw, 126 is great. He's going to probably have a few bad scores. Plays Sydney, so hopefully he doesn't get tagged this week, I think. But I love the way Brayshaw plays. I'm happy with the pick. 480k. I think he's given us 107 average I looked at before. So we take that. That's fine. Happy with the Brayshaw pick. But yeah, the midfield was really good. So Merritt was tagged by Sarong. A little bit of a dirty tag, but just didn't work through it. So I don't think we'll ever start Merritt again because this can happen. But yeah, still fine, durable. Probably go 110 plus for the rest of the year, so that's fine. But yeah, midfield was really good. We need Bont, McRae. No, there's Bont, Guthrie, and Lyons. We need to get two of them. It's going to be very difficult to upgrade, and we're not going to be able to get them until round 14 and 15. So another 3 weeks without those mids. They're just piling on the points. So fingers crossed one of them has a poor game in the next 3 weeks, because that's until then that they played 10, 11, 12, 13. Or 4 weeks, and then they have the bye, some of them. Oh no, they have the round 13 bye. So another 3 weeks for those guys, and 2 for Guthrie. So we'll see how they go. In terms of which one I want, I'm not exactly sure. Leaning towards Bont and Lions, but not sure. And the rucks were pretty good. So we captained Gorn. Grunt into Gorn, pretty reliable. I think Gorn's VC only for the time being. This week we can actually loophole for once. So I think we'll do Gorn into Grundy again, probably. We'll see. That's fine. And Flynn came back, which was pretty nice. So if he doesn't play this week, we'll get rid of him, because we just assume that he doesn't play for a few weeks if he doesn't, because usually Mumford plays 2 and then it's a bye round. So we'll see what happens at selection. In the forward line, Jack Zeeble, I've seen some people considering cashing him in. I don't actually think it's the worst idea, but he's still probably going to be top 6 from here on out, most likely. But you never know. He's always worried about his durability, so see how he goes. But that's fine. And Aaron Hall playing really, really well off halfback. MP 82, that's fine. Hopefully Hall can stay fit. And Tom Atkins, I think we have to keep him. I think the encouraging thing was he had 23 touches, so that's good, but he only scored 74. Keeps giving away frees. It's very annoying. Gets caught holding the ball all the time. Thought he would have fixed that by now, but he hasn't, but that's fine. And then Warner and Scott, both Scott's probably got another week left in him, but we're going to hold him. And then Warner, I think we'll get rid of Warner next week. We were planning on holding Warner during the bye rounds, but look at this, like Highmore, Murphy, Poulter, McRae, Butts, too many rookies with that bye, so one of them's got to go, more than one of them, so Warner will be the one next week. Okay, so trades for this week. Bozer's going out. The reason is, as I said, Lukosius gone back is killing him. Soft tissue injury risk from here on out, and I don't know how long the hamstring injury is. They said minor, but I don't want to risk him not coming back for the bye rounds. So, yeah, and I don't know how, if he goes 90 plus for the rest of the year. I think he will, but I'm not interested at all. So we'll get in 2 forwards. And then we need to either trade Powell or Scott. Not Scott. Powell or Flynn. I kind of want to hold Flynn because I think he can get another game, and Powell's dropping in price. So, and that's the thing with Powell. Rookies are by nature inconsistent, and I think Polly, shout out to him from my Discord, was saying, his North supporter, was saying that Dumont affected Powell a little bit. So I'll check his CBAs when they come out. But I'd like to hold him, but he might just keep going down in price, and we need to save every cent. We'll get rid of Flynn for now, but it might be Powell. Coburn can go back to where he belongs finally. 9 rounds in the forward bench has been put our bench under pressure, and it made us trade Bergman early, which was a bad decision, but that's okay. So now we have 900k for 2 forwards. Pretty simple one for me. So look, I don't have Zorko. It's really bad. It's just not working. Not having him, but too late now, I think. So we can still get him later. By some miracle, we have trades and can get Atkins to him, but I don't see that happening. So we'll go Hind. I've loved Hind as a pick, and I'm not surprised he went 125 this week. He's been getting better and better and better every week. And you look at the numbers, look at his disposal count. He's given away like a few 50s the last few weeks as well, so he's actually scoring fine. Then I think we missed him. Where is he? No, we haven't missed him. Look at average. Dustin Martin. So I wanted to wait on Dustin Martin, but what's his break even? 68. So usually there's a pretty good record against Brisbane, although that's going to be a really tough matchup for them. With Dusty, I don't fully trust him, and I'm fully prepared to cop some poor scores from him. But for 420k, it's Dusty. He's been 90 plus for like 10 years straight, barely misses a game. It can't be that bad, surely, but good to see him in form, so that's fine. Should be over that foot injury by now. Yeah, 420k has to be done, I think, this week. I don't think you have to grab him if you have other stuff going on, but I think it's fine. He probably goes up in price from here. So those are our trades. So that's the forward line done. Again, Atkins is a luxury upgrade, but still have a little bit of faith that he can go 85 for the rest of the year, but we'll see. And then, so we have 4 upgrades left. We'll just zoom out. So we have Giath, needs to be upgraded. I'm sick of him, but he's been okay for us. Butts has got to go, unfortunately. He's been great. He's done his job, so his break even 61. So he's probably maxed out thereabouts. Powell's got to go, and Warner. So that's 4 upgrades, 14 trades. Unfortunately, we're keeping Atkins for now, but that's fine. And we have a lot of money tied up into Powell. All these players are 300 to 400k. Plus McNeil. And then we'll need Highmore, Murphy to get to high 300s, and Poulter. And then that'll be enough to finish our team, I think. In terms of finishing the team, next week we can do Warner and Powell out, or it'll be Flynn, depending if we trade Powell or Flynn this week. And then it'll be Stewart in and a rookie. So rookie downgrades coming up is pretty concerning. I think the two that might come in soon are Bianco and Worrell from the Crows. I think if Josh Worrell plays, I think you can go early on him if he plays a game. Reasonably confident. I know it's early to say, but he's been very good in this NFL. I was really impressed with him in the preseason. I'm not sure how David McKay's playing over him. Pretty disgusted as a Crow supporter. So he's one I think we'll get soon. So he can play, he can rebound, he can play tall, play third tall. See how he goes. Not sure how he scores, but I saw him rebound a little bit in the preseason, so I think he's capable. But we'll have Ralph Smith, Briggs, and O'Connor. So Briggs' job security seems horrendous. If he plays with Mumford in the team, I'm not sure what Briggs' role was. I assume he came in to play key position defense, but he also had hitouts because he replaced Keith. So he's one that we'll monitor. I wouldn't go early, but just see how he goes next week. Ralph Smith, I didn't watch play, but it sounds like he showed some good signs, but didn't do a whole lot. And then there's O'Connor from the Crows, who only played 50% of game time, but actually scored a 40-odd in that time. So he tackled a lot today. I thought he was okay, did his job, was fairly clean. Mostly handballs from him, but work in the contest. But yeah, didn't do a whole lot, but I want to see his time on ground next week, because I think he'll stay in the team for the time being. I guess he's got Haitley's spot, and Haitley just... Yeah, not sure he makes it as an AFL player, but he's still pretty young, so we'll see. But yeah, that's the team. So we'll grab Stewart next week, and then we'll do nothing for a bit, for 2 rounds, wait for these guys to make money, and then we'll look at... it's going to take 3 trades to get each of Bont and Lyons in, I assume, because they're heading for 650, unfortunately. So hopefully they come down a little bit. Given that price, they're always going to be, break even might be a bit hard to reach every week, but I think their break even's 90, so they actually might go up to 640, 650 this week. So hopefully they come back down a bit. And the issue with Guthrie is, does Dangerfield affect him? I don't think it will, even though what we've seen, Guthrie scored a 70 and 100 with Danger in the team. So we'll have to see. That's pretty much it, I think, for the team. So I think the team's in good position. So midfield, I'm very happy with. Forward line, I'm okay with. It's just probably needs Zorko over Atkins. And then, Marshall's gone. Butters is gone. Danger late in the season, I don't think we can do that. We're just not in that position. If you have trades left and you can grab Danger later on in the season, I'm all for it. I think you can do that, but we don't have that luxury. And then defense, Lloyd Laird Short's reasonably solid. May should be okay, but we've got to remember what we paid for him. And then we'll grab Stewart. And then the last defender, thinking maybe Whitfield, because Whitfield said he needs to get match fitness. He needs about a month to start to get going. So as soon as Whitfield shows some signs, because he's averaging 93 in Dream Team, just poorly in Supercoach. So he could be a nice one for us. Might be like CJ to Whitfield, might be like 80k upgrade. So maybe less, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you guys soon.